your card is not here. We're so sorry. I just wanted to like bawl, like just bawl. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Taz. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an oldie, you already know me. Welcome back. So the last time I dropped a video was last year, 2023. It's 2024. This is my first video for 2024, I think. So happy new year guys. I wish you all a prosperous and just a wonderful blessed new year. So based on the title of this video, you know that's gonna run come over here, so I'm gonna drop the tea. I am going to have a little story time, share a little story time rather, of how I almost didn't get my green card. So stay tuned, let's go. So I know you guys want the tea, but let me just say that I didn't really rehearse any of this. The story just came to me because something happened recently and it came up when I was sharing it with a friend, and I was like, you know, so that story is funny. It was very like scary and traumatic when it was happening, but it's funny, so I'm gonna tell it. So if I'm rambling, please pardon me. I tried not to ramble, so let's just get right into it. So I was eligible for a green card based on the fact that I fall in the category of an immediate relative to a U.S. citizen. So that's my husband. Of course, I'm the beneficiary, he's a petitioner, and he petitioned for a petition for permanent residence or adjustment of status. That's the proper name, aka green card. So the application process started, and to be honest, my case was running like very quickly, very smoothly compared to the stories I've heard before. Because of course, you know, that's one thing though, I'll say this before I even get into the video: never compare your situation to anybody else's in life, and specifically when it comes to like just immigration cases. There's never the two same case. There might be similarities, but no two cases are the same. And so, you know, even hearing somebody's stories and experiences, they won't be yours, and sometimes it can cause you to project that person's story onto your life, and then that causes you to like, that just adds to the stress and the anxiety that you already have just going through the motions of dealing with u.s.a, aka American immigration, or just the immigration process. So basically, my husband petitioned, we filed, and the day we filed, within a week or so, I got an email. Wait, let's backtrack. I obtained an attorney in Ohio. He is officially on record as our representative in the case, right? So everything we did with immigration, we did through him. So we never sent anything to immigration. We, meaning my husband and I, the clients, or the applicants, we never sent anything to immigration directly. It was sent to my attorney's office, and then my attorney would send what he needs to send off to immigration, you know. So that's very important in the story, so keep that in mind. And he's in Ohio, like I said. So that has happened. He's filed. He's just like on the ball with stuff, like calling us, always just keeping me in the loop. Like, my anxiety was up here, and then having that attorney or how he was handling things in the initial stage brought my anxiety down. And I was like, okay, I am still very much like to control the scenario of what's happening in my life, and I like to be in the know. But it feels good knowing that somebody is just as interested in the outcome of something that you are also just as interested in, you know. Because I always said, nobody will be your biggest advocate but you, and nobody will be interested in your business more than you. Like a week or so after filing, I got an appointment for my biometrics. So I'm like, okay, other people that I've heard from, they're like, oh, their biometrics took how long, or some people are in here for years and don't get biometrics. So again, remember I said don't compare your situation. So I'm like, whoa, okay, it's happening. It's happening.
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the
because he had already explained how biometrics is gonna come up, what to expect, blah blah blah. And of course I'm doing my own research. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Google. I'm like, what to expect at the biometrics, what are they gonna need from me, how much of my DNA will they need to process, and all of this and all of that. So I was like, my biometrics was like within the time of filing. That wasn't the crazy part. When the biometrics happened, they tell you to go to and have the biometrics. I was scheduled for Philadelphia. Went to Philly, had my biometrics. Let's say I came back from Philly after 1, after 2, and like by 4 or 5 p.m. that day, my attorney, I got an email and I got a call to say, oh, you've been approved for your work permit. So I'm like, wait, I just left my fingerprint at that center. Like, they ran my background already. I'm like, I know your girl is good. I know your girl is clean. I know your girl never had anything to worry about, but I just never realized how fast that would have happened. And again, because me I listen to people's story and say, oh, like, I'm gonna take a while for them thing and process you, and I'm one of thousands who are being processed in the system. So I never expected to like do my fingerprint and leave the building and it's like scan, boom, you get your card. I'm like, wait, no. So I was so happy about that. So if you don't know, all these things happen before you even get your green card. You can get your work permit, you get your social, you get your travel permit. All these things you get leading up to your green card. So it's like, even though you're getting these things and you're feeling like your case is being moved and it's progressing, which it is, it's like that green card. If anybody is watching this who is going through the immigration process or has ever gone through it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Whatever end of the stick you fall on, you know, the beneficiary, the petitioner, or even the attorney. It's like that green card is the breath you want to take in the case. It's like waiting to exhale type of moment, because everything prior to the green card, it's still that anxiety, holding your breath, wondering if you will still get the green card, because you still don't have to get the green card even though you got these prior authorized cards or documents. When you get the green card, you no longer need to have a travel permit or a work authorization card, because the green card basically replaces those things. So anyways, fast forward, boom, got that, getting everything, still running up and down in between. And also at this time, every notice or email that my attorney gets, I am also getting it. I'm either getting it from u.s.a. or my attorney is supposed to inform me that, oh, I've received a notice saying whatever. A notice is basically like they send you a letter, right? A physical letter. Plus they also indicate that you should create a online portal, an online account, and with that online account you're able to digitally track your case. So it's like they try to inform you in every way, shape or form. Based on what I realized, it's like mail, email, online portal. Email would say, okay, we've taken an action in your case, go and check your online portal. I'm hearing from my attorney, I'm hearing from USCIS, but it's like, okay, when is the green card gonna come? Case will go by very smoothly though. Like, to be honest, it was filled with a lot of anxiety. Listen to me, if you don't want to add to your anxiety and stress level, do not go on Google. Do not Google things. Do not go on TikTok, and do not YouTube. Do not research anything. Certain things are being done, whatever, but you're trying not to focus on it, but you're focusing on it. So you're trying to do everything to keep your mind off the process, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you literally have this pending case, this pending decision to be made, that's like just a weight on your shoulder, hanging over your head type of feeling, and you just want to be done with it, and that's it. That's literally it. Fast forward now, a few months later, I got another notice, but at this point, which is important in this video, my attorney was changing offices or whatever the case was. not only was he relocating, but I sensed from even before he like officially relocated or informed his clients that he was relocating, he was kind of falling off as it relates to the communication level between us. So anyways, boom, he started to fall off in just the communication level. I started to wonder if he was going through something personal or he was stressed, or I wasn't sure, but I was still trying to understand. But then at the same time, I can't feel too sorry for you. Again, I'm a type of girl who, if anybody who is watching this who knows me from day one, listen, perfectionist, in control. Like, God had to deal with me with that, with being like just so like in control of stuff. Like, I am the type of person who I don't like delegating, because I feel like if I don't do it, it's not gonna be done well. So even though I know that I'm paying somebody for a service, I am still also like double checking what you have done. And I did that throughout my case. Like, my attorney would send back the documents to me. He would say, okay, double check this. Baby, I am going through it with a fine-tooth comb. I never left my case just like that. And that was very important in how the story basically unfolded. So I got a notice now from them requesting evidence. So I found it. USCIS is asking for things to basically demonstrate that my husband and I are in a bona fide relationship, aka it's a real marriage. Yeah. So, and it says it's not entered into for immigration purposes. In this notice, they give you a list of examples of stuff you could provide to prove that you're in a real relationship. So they're gonna say documents showing joint ownership of property or assets, such as a home, a boat, that would be nice, automobile, a business, mortgage agreement, blah blah blah, lease or rentals, documents showing shared finances, so joint bank account. So they give you a list of stuff that you could use as example to prove your relationship. So boom, I saw this, so excited. And not only that, they told you in the letter like you have certain amount of time. When I calculated, it was like maybe a 90-day period or so to basically provide this evidence. If you only provided some evidence but not everything, they're going to decide on what has been provided, right? Got a notice about the evidence that needs to be provided, and your girl is going in. Like, let me tell you something. Me never drop the ball. Like, you see, if I tell you I don't know, I don't know. If I tell you I'll get back to you, I'll get back to you. And if I'm not interested in something, I'm not interested in something. But my business, something like this, child, I could have paid the top attorney. Nobody got my back like I got my back. So I am hammering every point. I'm like, boom, account, print that, this, print that, insurance card, print that, like everything I could think of that shows that we have names on and shows that, okay, boom, I am printing and I am sending to the attorney. Like, I'm telling you, like, I am that girl. He can choose what he wants to choose from the batch, but I am sending it. I'm sending it. Like, I'm not half-ass in this thing, basically. I'm not. So, and that's how I've always been. That's literally how I am. So, sent him a bunch of stuff. Sent this man like 200 pictures. I don't think it was so much. I think I'm exaggerating, but I sent him a lot of pictures. And my sister-in-law was like, Tass, you behave like you prepare for your bar exam. I'm like, girl, this harder than the bar exam right now. Be a stress. Be a stress or kill me. Be a stress. So, because at least you just still don't know. You can't do all of this and your case get denied. So I had to switch over to my phone because it's 4 a.m. and if I don't do this video, if I don't complete this video, I won't do it again. So I must apologize for if this video comes off like choppy and the transition isn't smooth. Like, I charged that camera up for hours, mad hours way before, and it just act up like a little light bulb overheated. I just can't be bothered. So I want to complete this video. I've switched over to my phone and let's just get right back into the story. So now some time has passed between the date my attorney said he has filed the request for evidence. So the date he filed the evidence and sometime after. So maybe I was jumping the gun, maybe it was just anxiety and just nerves in general. I felt like reasonable time had passed, especially because of the speed at which my case was going and then the progress it was making. And also, me just did nervous. I'm not hearing from my attorney and I'm just filling my head with rubbish from the internet, and nobody's case is the same. I started out this video saying that and I would always reiterate it. So alright, boom, I'm there chilling one day, or trying to chill, and I was like, okay, should I call my attorney? No, I'm not. A week goes by and I'm like, should I call him? If he heard something he would have told me. And then I'm like, would he seems like he has so much going on. I don't seem like the client that's on his agenda or priority right now, and every client wants to feel like they're a priority for their attorney. Like, sorry to break it to you attorneys, but that's just how it is. We know that's not the case, but everybody wants to feel special. I want to feel like I'm the only one you got. I'm not the only one who can, if you got me, I can pay your bills, but just pretend like may a favorite. I said it to my husband. I was like, okay, you call him. And he called him because he's always talking to me. So I was like, okay, maybe man to man. I don't know what I was thinking. So my husband called and he told my husband basically he hasn't got any word. If he did, he would have sent us he would have informed us. Okay, I was like, Tass, you're freaking out, keep calm. I'm praying about it at the same time. God is just working on me. I'm getting to my Bible more, and I'm just literally trying to work around these nerves that I'm having as it relates to this thing, because these people have literally asked me, prove your relationship. Send us it all. And you have this time to send it. And it's like, okay, what's next? So you're holding your breath. Okay. So one day, I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I can't be bothered. The anxiety is killing me. I'm looking out for the mailman every day. I check the mail. The 8:30, 9 o'clock. Me and the mailman greet each other at the door. Hi, good morning. Thank you. I have that. Have a nice day. Literally. As soon as he puts it in, I take it out. Sometimes when I don't want the face-to-face interaction, I don't want to look too bad, let me watch the man through the window, or the mail woman, the mail person, put the mail in the mailbox, wait till they walk off a little and go down to the next house, then I go and take it out. I'm not even joking. I was like, oh, mail person coming, boom. Literally. So imagine doing that for like a few months. So and then not only that, I'm checking the online account, like no progress on the case. It was just like, it was so exhausting. Like, it was so exhausting. I don't know who can relate, but it's exhausting. One day I check in the online portal, literally not just one random day, checking the online portal, sign in, and it says your case has been approved.
I'm like, what?
What case? They made my work permit that they granted like whenever. Like, what case? Your case has been approved. So instantly it's like, I don't know, me get nervous. I want to use the bathroom. I don't want to use the bathroom. I wanna know what's happening. I want to talk to my lawyer. I want to just like, it was just like psh. So I'm just like, to not freak out and get like overly excited, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm reading, because I have it in like, I think it's reverse chronological or chronological order from the date you filed to whatever. So I'm just like, okay, maybe these people are talking about my work permit and my other documents. Maybe that's what they're talking about when they say your case has been approved, because they basically said the same thing for that, or your card has been approved or something like that. So I'm scrolling back upwards to see if that message was there before. And I went for my work permit and I'm looking. I went for all the other documents I got before, work permit, social, everything, and I'm looking and I'm seeing if the date matched that first date. And it did. So I'm like, okay, that's for that. Scroll back down to the bottom. And it says, case approved. And then I read the date. And I'm just like,
Oh no. Oh no. No.
I don't know if it's supposed to be happy, sad, angry, because it's like, this case was approved from when? From like early on into the new year. Approved. Boom. But that's not the part of the story that we're going to get to. So case approved. Boom. I haven't heard from this man. It's been like a month or more than a month. This case done approved. Your girl done is a permanent resident officially. So I called my attorney and I'm like,
Hello, John. This is, say my name, and I'm just calling to let you know that I've checked my online portal and I'm seeing where it says my case has been approved. Were you aware of this? And John said, it was. That means your card is on its way to me. And I said, oh, does that mean you don't have my card yet, John? And John says, no, I don't have it. So I said, okay, John.
what did I say? Hold on, let me stop. I was like, let me see. Whatever I said, I was like, okay, John, da, da, da. He's like, okay, when I get it, I'll send it to you. He said, oh, okay. And he started like real nonchalant and like calm. And I was just like, well, damn. Can't you say congratulations? Like, this is a big deal. Like, we're successful. Like, clearly. Like, say something. Okay, boom. Not too pre John, cause John a born bred American. John, you're bred butter on both sides. Goodbye. So went back now on the laptop and John said you don't have my card, right? Remember, so John said that. It showed again the case approved from donkey years. Let me stop. The case approved from some time ago. But not only that, the card was sent out some time ago. So I'm like, how long does the mail take from which state the case deal with? Minnesota, whatever, one next state. It wasn't New Jersey. I guess the head officer, I don't know. I was like, how long does mail take domestically within the US? Like, what? So now your girl, being the person that I am, listen, never dropping the ball type of thing, I tracked the card. So they get, one thing they do is anytime they issue the card to your attorney or they send it to the address that you provided on file, they're going to give you the tracking number for the postal office, right? So your girl copy the number, go to postal office website, boop, 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 tracking my card. It showed that my card has been delivered in Ohio from like, when? So I'm like, and it's literally like sitting at the post office. So I'm like,
John didn't say have me.
But then remember, John was relocating. So more than likely, John went to the post office and said, mail for this, his old address, to hold on delivering or whatever, because I guess he was trying to relocate and find a building, which makes sense, you know, because he's no longer at the old office. And I guess he's trying to get situated before a new address is provided for mail to be forwarded to. So I totally understand that bit. But the bit I didn't understand is like, John not plan to go to my office to collect the mail. So your girl track it to your girl see it, your girl say, So I think I called back John. Or was this the only time I called John? I can't remember. But I called John and I said, John, the card has been issued and it was issued from this date and it is sitting at such and such office in Ohio at this and this address. Everything, like, I'm that girl. And John was like, okay, I plan to go down there during this week to collect my mail. Like something like that. I said today was Tuesday. He's like, oh, I plan to go there like by Thursday and collect the mail. Something what John say. I mean, I just never like the response. You're like, this week? Like, can you go now? Like can you go now? Like, is it too much to ask for you to go now? Like right now. Like me not care, but no. But then, so your girl was like, okay, I don't like the answer I got from John. I wasn't pleased. And then me being me, I'm thinking, the date it showed that he has been delivered to the address, to the post office by. I'm like, how long do these post offices keep mail? So may I think quick note, So in the moment, it's like, I'm being flooded with a lot of emotions. Of course, I'm happy to see case approved, but I can't even really get to celebrate because here am I trying to deal with this little hiccup that's happening because John is saying he doesn't have my card. He didn't even have knowledge that my case was approved from when, but yeah, I don't know what's happening. So now I'm like handling this case myself. So boom, I thought quickly and I called my sister-in-law who lives in Ohio. So I called my sister-in-law. No, before that, I called u.s.a. So it's hard to get through to customer service, but eventually I did. I tried. So that day I was just like going back and forth, trying to get through to somebody. I'm just calling a lot of people. I'm calling the attorney. I'm calling my sister-in-law. I'm calling the customer care office for u.s.a. Post office. I am just like being detective, attorney, client, everything. So I called and I got somebody, and the young lady, I gave the tracking number. The young lady is saying that, oh yeah, she sees it being shown at such and such address, and she can't say if and when it will be returned to the sender. So I'm like, okay. So when she said that, again, I wasn't comfortable with the response given neither by the attorney nor this lady because they're both saying, no. So I called my sister-in-law and I was like, Sam, what are you doing right now? Where are you? And I told her what has happened. I gave her the tracking number and she was like, okay, it's downtown. I'm going to check on it. I'm going to see. So my sister-in-law goes to the original post office where it showed that the card was sitting and waiting for some time now. Boom. She goes down there. These people told her the card is not there and to try another post office. And yeah, basically they never have my mail. So the mail would have my name on it, but it would have the attorney's address. That's how the mail usually comes from them. So I'm like, okay. So I called back the customer care person and I explained, and I'm like, maybe what I am seeing, I am having a lag and I am seeing a delay, and you being the customer care rep for this company, you are actually seeing like real time. That's what I'm assuming. Like, girl, help me out here. Like the maths ain't mathing, like it's not adding up. So she gave me another address, I think it was, and I think it correlated with what the other postal worker had told my sister-in-law to check another post office. So my sister-in-law gets there. This is where the story really gets juicy. Like, boy, we don't know. These people look at my sister-in-law and say, your card is not here. We're so sorry. If it did come here, and she's telling them the date which it said it was delivered. They're like, okay, that would have been an old mail and we would have sent it back to the sender by now. Heart sink. When I tell you guys, I just wanted to bawl, just bawl. That's what I wanted to do. But me, when I'm in the midst of stuff, like, I hold it all together. I try to get out the situation or handle the situation, come up with some sort of solution, then go on next corner, go on like a side, go like break down. But in the moment, I know I couldn't. Like, I need to be thinking clearly I need to just like be proactive. Like, come task, you can do this. Like, come girl, what's plan B? That's plan A, what's plan B? Think. Is this a time to even be upset with anybody? I could say, oh, the attorney didn't do this and didn't do his due diligence with this and he wasn't whatever in the end, and I wasn't this and he wasn't this and he, she, me, whatever, and the postal office da 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 da. But it was just like, is that going to get me what I need, which is my card physically in my hand? Because being in the postal system, one thing, if you know, you guys must know, whichever country, lost mail, that happens like by the thousands every day. Like, come on. So it was just like, this is just getting ridiculous. The fact that it's going to be sent back, okay, it could get lost in between transit. Being sent back, how long is u.s.a is going to take to reissue the card? So now I'm thinking, so I guess my sister-in-law left contact information, blah blah blah. She left, she had things to do because they couldn't find the mail. I remember just crying out to God after trying to be in control for so long. I was just like, God, you know what? I've done all I could do in terms of like what they requested of me. The evidence, the appointments, the draw blood, the medical, get injection, get this, get that, whatever it was. You know, I've done what I needed to do. What is happening? Like, this is it. What is happening? I was like, God, you clearly want me here for a reason. So what is happening? You know, I was like, I am done. I'm done. I was like, God, take control. I am done. Me just can't bother. Feeling so depressed about it. Me not telling a lie, but then at the same time, all of this is happening within this like a few moments, like a few minutes, hours type of thing, you know, so a short time span. So now I'm thinking, okay, plan B. They said the card has been sent back. So the next thing is for me to go into the system and change the recipient address. I no longer want things to be sent to my attorney. I need to change the address so it comes directly to me in New Jersey. This is it. I can't be bothered. I guess trying to get my mind off things, or I can't remember what exactly I was doing in the moment. Got a call. So I saw that it was an Ohio area code. So I answered and I'm like,
Hello?
I joke, me never sound so chirpy because, yeah, but I was like,
Hello? And they're like, oh, is this Miss Henry? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, I am so-and-so from so-and-so, and we found your card.
literally, she's like, so-and-so from so-and-so, and we have your green card. I was like, what? Wait a minute. No joke. The lady did not say we found your mail. She said she has my green card. But I'm not tell you how that even come about. So while editing, I realized I didn't explain how the postal worker knew the contents of the mail. So I think my sister-in-law, in trying to appeal to the emotions of the postal workers on that day, I think she was urging them to say, oh, can you guys please look more thoroughly? It's a green card that's in there, blah, blah, blah. So I think that's how the lady knew to be able to contact me to say, we have found your green card versus we've found your mail. Happy watching. Bye. Oh, subscribe. Subscribe. If someone look tired, subscribe. Let me go and finish this. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, keeping it real. I'm so happy. I'm like, really? She's apologizing. She's like, yes. The staff, I guess they never realized it was still here. My apologies. I know you just left. So when she said that, I realized she thought I was my sister-in-law, Samantha Henry. So I guess my sister-in-law left her name and my contact number or whatever. So when she said Miss Henry, duh, I answered. so I was like, oh, okay. When she said that, I know you just left. Is there a chance you could come back? I won't give them at the front. I'll keep it here on my desk. And I'm like, yes, I could come back. What time do you guys close? May I ask your name to know who to ask for when I come? And she's like, yes, my name is so and so. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I'll be right there. So I hung up, beep, and I was like, boom, call my sister. And I was like,
run the car. U-turn.
Seriously. So now the excitement start kicking because now it feels real. It never felt real before seeing it on like the online portal. My lawyer said he had no knowledge. Okay, he'll go for it whenever I feel like. And I'm just like, this not real. But now it started feeling super duper real. Love my sister-in-law. She went, and I think by this time my husband came home and I filled him in, right? I filled him in. I was like, babe, but now I'm excited. Like, no, like if he did come home maybe a few minutes earlier, hour earlier, I'd have been bawling. But now instead of like, I'm like super happy because it's real. So like it just proved to me, oh, like in the moment I was just like, I literally just got my card in the mail, like literally, like no interview, nothing. My card just came in the mail because remember, even after providing the evidence, I still don't know. I was like, so when it said they found it, I was like, it's over. Like I can't breathe. I have a few years before I have to deal with them again. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. So anyways, boom. She went back down there. She asked for the name and she collected my mail. So when she collected the mail, now, you know, she depended for, I think she took a picture. of it, or she's on the phone with me and she's like, okay, I have it. I'm going to open it to just confirm and look at it. I was like,
Open that package, girl.
she tear it open.
I was like, is it mine? And she's like, it's yours. And then she was like, I was like, how is my name spelled? Is it spelled correctly? Did they mess it up? How me picture look?
I'm crazy, yo. I was like, how my picture look? And then I never do all of that extra, but I think I did. And then she was like, okay. So she checked it, and the same post office that she collected it from, she was sending it off to me right from there. So remember I told her like, my husband got home by this time, fill him in, My husband is like, tell her to do priority mail to express it. I'll pay for it. I was like, yeah, husband, talk your ish. Talk, yeah. It's less than like $10. So my sister-in-law was like, Ricardo, you don't need to pay me back for that. So she sent it right from there. So sent it off. Boom. Still not get it yet, but now it feels so real. So then I got that tracking number, right? So of course you know what your girl did. Tracking. Yo, I want to see when the truck is driving. I want to see when it touched the mailman's hand. I want to see when he, listen to me, man. If the mailman did stop and use the bathroom, I want to know. I'm serious. So tracking and its priority. So I'm like, okay, by 2 days time, it should get here 2-3 days. So you know who pitched tent on the porch and look for the man? Listen to me, man. Me pitch tent. See me, scope the scenery. What the man day? First day, mail, poop, check, nothing. Second day, nothing. You see the third day?
You see the third day? Hey! You see the third day?
When I saw my name on the mail, woo! I fling with the rest of mail for everybody else in the house. But like, oh, don't concern me. Took that one to the room, ripped it open, and there, listen, hold on. Let me get this to show me. This is a Gabe's card, by the way. I'm not eat it. This is real. And there it was, the green card and this little pamphlet. And now it says,
Welcome to the United States, a guide for new immigrants.
kid, Like it was like every emotion that I had bottled in was finally being like released. The anxiety, just the exhaustion, the excitement that I never got to celebrate when I first saw case approved because of how it went down. I was just like, thank you, Jesus. Listen to me, man. Breathe. Mr. Ramon's minute that hold me. I think it was overnight, you know. But either way. So I was just so excited. I was just like crying, smiling, like, oh gosh. Call my mother. You know who do a little photo shoot? I was just like,
thank you for your service.
no, for real. I was just so happy. There are definitely some lessons to be learned in this. Like, nobody will be more interested in your case than you. Not just like immigration, just on a whole life. Nobody is more interested in your life than you are. So never, even if you're paying somebody for a service, never just leave things up to them. You know, still follow up, still show interest, if especially if you're like, you know, you have a little knowledge and you're versed on certain areas in law or in whatever. If you have resources, can use up the resources, certain things like that. And just this immigration and process, it is definitely filled with a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of hearsay. But your case will never ever be like, I've gotten so many questions about, oh, what was the interview like? And I was like, I never got an interview. And then it was like, oh, what was your case like? How your case happened so fast and my case, da, da, da. I can't tell you that, baby. I never did anything special. I did what they requested. And I'm just a regular girl from Jamaica. So them see my name, me know it not carry no weight. Them are like, oh, this is something new. Nah. And these people are trying to be impartial and all of that. So, but yeah. So no two cases are ever alike. So that's another thing. Just like following up somebody else's story and comparing yourself, do not do it. You can follow for educational like purposes and, you know, certain little things to have an idea, but not to the point where you're comparing and you start lose hope and feeling like your thing now go sort out and come true. No, that's not the case. So yeah, there's just certain little key points to pick up here and there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sorry about the interruptions with the camera. I kept repeating myself, so while editing I know I have some cleaning up to do. But if you have been through the process, will start, or you know anybody who's been through it, drop a comment. Let me know if you know the anxiety that I am talking about, and the checking the mail every single day and scoping out the mailman and checking to see if you get any notifications and checking your email, and yeah let me know. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video with somebody else who could do with a little laughter and, you know, just lighten the mood. The process is not as, looking back, I gave myself a lot of stress. Like, me never the process is not bad. It really not bad. You just do what they say to do. They request stuff, you just give it to them. They're literally like the big dog. They put out their hand and they're like, give me this, and you're like, okay, that's it. I'll also say that try to do things perfectly the first time around, so you won't have to redo it. And I think that adds to a case being in the system for an extensive time. I'm just speaking here. Me not know nothing like that. Me just say. So don't have them like, oh, request more of this, because me know cases where they keep on ask, you know, redo, whatever. Just do it properly the first time around, right? Bye.